They had come from all over the world to pay pilgrimage in the holy city of Mecca, fulfilling one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Today, they were marking the Feast of Sacrifice, a feast that is characterized by prayer and charitable acts to the needy, as over 2 million pilgrims converged at Mount Arafat today.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Idd-ul Hajj, or the Feast of Sacrifice, is one of the biggest events in the Muslim calendar, marking Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his own son as an act of obedience to God. At the last minute, God intervened and gave Abraham a ram to sacrifice instead.
Allah.
Here in Kenya, special Idd-ul Hajj prayers were held countrywide. The Islamic faithful joined hands in marking the special day. The men, women and children expected to dress in their finest clothing, and those who can afford required to sacrifice their best domestic animals. The festivities began in style. 700 cows were slaughtered at the Kayole slaughterhouse or distributed to the needy people in society. This gesture signifying the provision of God to Abraham when a ram appeared in the wilderness just as he was about to sacrifice his son. The 700 cattle were among the 3,000 that were donated for slaughter by the Light Academy and the Omeria Foundation from Turkey in spirit of Idd-ul Hajj.
Every year for the Muslim people there is special day, Idd-ul Hajj. We are slaughtering animals for the poor people.
This is quite a saving on our part, especially due to the fact that food is very expensive. And now the budget I was going to use for buying meat at least can be used to buy the maize flour.
The meat from the sacrificed animal is divided into 3 parts. The family retains 1/3 of the share, another third is given to relatives, friends and neighbors, and the other third is given to the poor and needy. There are concerted efforts to see that no impoverished person is left without an opportunity to partake in the sacrificial meal during this day. And with the festivity came a request.
Pindi wanapoona ya kuwa wako watu ambao wanania kama hizo, basi watoe ripoti moja kwa moja kwa vyombo vyetu vya amani na vya kuleta security katika nchi, ili waweze watu hao kujulikana mapema kabla hawajafanya vitendo vyao hivyo viovu.
The Islamic leaders called on Kenyans to embrace the Muslim community and not assume that they were part of the outlawed Al-Shabaab group based on their race and religion. The Feast of Sacrifice, which commemorates Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his only son, marks the end of the pilgrimage and asks God for forgiveness. Maureen Moremi, Sunday Live.